Shalom, family. I know it's late, and I won't be long, but indulge me. An environment that's always needed. Every situation, every objective, every possibility must exist within an environment. It cannot exist on every word I speak, every move I make, every decision, every non-decision, every moment of silence, all of it. All of it is meant to help to create a future environment for an objective to come into fruition, to be, to exist. Sometimes the machinations are small. Sometimes they are huge. Sometimes they are mundane. Sometimes they are deadly. Intentionally so. Being the reality, we seek to achieve our objectives. What are my objectives? I've been clear from the start. 1/3 of God's chosen, and that percentage of Gentiles that have chosen God. Then those people must be gathered, and then they must be moved. The only way that that can happen is in a proper environment for it to happen in. Ergo, every move I make on the world stage, every move I make locally, it's easy to deduct from what we have seen what it must be done to create that environment. And sometimes things will get ugly. Sometimes things will get ugly. I don't seek to wage war for the sake of waging war. I don't seek to break peace for the sake of breaking peace. Everything has been written, and there's simply no way out. To those who are suffering in the world, too big. Some problems are too big to fix. This is one of them. It can't be fixed. The world cannot be manipulated back into a right and proper position. And don't take the word manipulated as you would use it, because that's not what I mean. I mean that the world cannot be maneuvered. There's no set of variables that it can go down to arrive at some juncture where things were good and evil. Like I've said, I've seen good men go very bad. Very bad. I'm talking about the type of bad that wouldn't make an elder say, who would have thought? Well, nobody. But the right set of variables and situations occurred in his life, and then before you knew it, boom, bam, boom, people heard, more people heard, and then he's locked up for life, and blah, 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 blah. Attempted suicide after he's killed. I don't know what that shit's about, but anyway, that's a horse of a different story when a man decides he's going to keep into law. Why wouldn't I want to talk about these arguments that I am hearing? Okay? But there are those out there who are so thin-skinned yet tribal. How can you be thin-skinned and tribal at the same time? You need real diversity. When you mixed and matched it the way I have, then I tend not to give a damn about your race, because I don't think that you should give a fuck about mine beyond yours. You know what I'm saying? And it allows me a certain maneuverability that most don't have. But else, when you're around each other, I can't help but notice. But the moment someone else opines, you get thin-skinned. And that's almost everybody. No, that's not endemic to one culture or the other, or one gender or the other, or one anything or the other. In this country it seems to be the nature of things. It believes that it's something it is not. It's sort of like me. I never look in the mirror. I don't know how I look. I've gone sometimes months. In fact, 19, I thought I was ready. I mean, I was so full of bravado. I mean, I was telling people things like, You're all gonna die." And they thought that I was lying. No, turns out I was right. You're all gonna die. Okay? But I was saying things like the world that I want to live in is being born with no midwife, no nurse. She wants to do it alone. This was just one for the books, and she has a gun. Don't go in there. And the unjustness and the rebellion in most of our hearts. Okay? It produces this within us. It drains us. It eats us. I mean, it literally drains you. To be in America drains you. I don't know how it is for every other race, but let's be real. I don't have to guess at it. It drains you. I would think that that would be true of Western culture, but here it's more pronounced. It's like they want to suck the lifeblood right out of you. It's like they want to suck the lifeblood right out of you. And it's not going to peel back. And you can see that this wound isn't healing. This is not bleeding blood. This is bleeding green. Infection. What is my role in all of this? A role that I never wanted to be in. A role that, as it formed before me, I tried to avoid like the plague. I ran from it for 2 years straight. What is my role in all of this? Well, it can be but one thing. If, like I said earlier, I am interested in that 1/3, and then half of them already hate each other. Shit, half of them hating me, while all the same saying that they love God. I want to argue with them, but I have no time for argument. No, no time for an argument. We'll sort it out. We'll sort it out. All the players are on the board. All of the players are on the board, firmly on the board. Some of them moving funny already. Moving funny. I mean, there's been everything. Really? We feel like that they're just not making the right call. But in some situations, there is no right call. There is no right call. Trust me, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. If right by you meaning someone is not going to get hurt, bullshit, then there is no right call. There is no right call. So every call made, you already understand that someone runs the possibility of dying. You use fancy words like casualty. You won't even speak of your own dead. Call them dead. It's more dignified. Casualty. Like, sounds like a right. And not only that, but attacking it from the motives that I don't have that they have now ascribed to me. Wow. It's a nutcase, ain't it? And believe in it. Believe in it. I'm not interested in those things, but my point is from the beginning, they were in the way. What Coach Aldridge was say, bless his heart, one of the meanest coaches I've ever had, but a damn good man. Scary as hell. Scary. If you like 16 years old, Coach Aldridge would put the fear of God in your ass because from the beginning, ITW, in the way, which only complicated everything. Complicated. I knew nothing about any of your secrets until I had to know things about your secrets. I knew nothing about your organizations until I had to know something about your organizations. Now, why would I have to do that? Because I'm going to defend me and I'm going to know everything about everybody who's trying to harm me and mine. Your ability to sense what was going on and the vastness of what you were dealing with is what I find more perplexing. Maybe you was misreading, maybe I was misreading you, but it wasn't misreading going on here. It wasn't misreading going on here. Or either you're just not that smart. Maybe my expectations that your ability to read situations was simply misapplied. Okay? Either way, we wind up here now. We wind up here in this crazy ass situation where now there is no question as to what I am. The only human contact was someone sliding food in a slot. No human contact, 60 days. I mean, I tell you something. Within those 60 days, I learned a lot. I learned a lot. I could tell you everything about that cell. I could tell you how many tile were in the floor. I could tell you how many bricks were in the wall. I could tell you the names of the toilet and the sink and the builder, which was TDC building their own shit. I could tell you everything about that cell, the the center of my life. And then around day 40, it didn't show up anymore. I think the devil caught on to what I was doing. He's seen that I was enjoying the bird and finding peace within the the bird's harmony. And then everything changed. Then I could tell you how many ceiling tile. I could tell you everything about myself. Everything. I analyze myself inside and out. But the fraction that is me has a name not yet known. Let me say this again. Man, this is some complex spiritual stuff here. The fraction that is me has no name as of yet, or has a name but yet unknown. But that's just a fraction. Anyway, that's something to think about. Something to think about. The world is black, ladies and gentlemen. The world is black and it can't save itself. You have to save it. And though, I'm just saying, from there I come. From there is what I know. From that position of knowing nothing, everything actually meant something, and being nothing. Anyway, sorry for the disruption. It's like I said, there is no me like that. Strange abilities. Except the flesh has no ability. The flesh has no ability. Flesh is a covering. The flesh is coated up. Yes, it is coated up. The flesh is realized by Mother Nature. And I want to hurry up and wrap this up. It's recognized by Mother Nature. It's recognized by everything. Because everything is everything. So it's recognized by everything. But that's neither been done. It would be a bloody mess. But after careful analysis here, it can't be done like that. It can't be done that way because it exists like good exists. It exists inside of people. It's something that can be pinpointed. It spreads like a virus, and just like good, like I have spread like a virus, it spread like a virus. I'm just the counter virus facet of your lives. Keep that in head. Keep that in mind. It makes you to question what is failure and what is success. Anyway, back to what I was saying about viruses. A virus, what has infected you, infects like a virus. The virus is unlike any other species on the planet, and man is sort of like a virus in its own way. Yeah, I said it. He's like a freaking virus upon the planet. However, the what has infected you has many, and they get dead on their ass if you have a healthy immune system. Now, in comes the virus, though. The virus doesn't act like the germ. It doesn't say, "Hey, I'm a germ," and then you call up 1,000 white blood cells. No, the viruses are different. It first it seeks to act like a healthy blood cell, and then it starts to mimic the blood cell to the point that it gets close enough to inject something into the blood cell that now makes the blood cell think of it as not the enemy. Okay? No. Something like hibernate inside of the human body. Hibernate, wrong word. Incubate inside of the human body and just sit there and just poise for the next strike. It must move within the ever increasing smaller pool of possibilities. These possibilities are human beings and bodies. But as the pool shrinks, then so do the virus and its ability to transmute from one body to the next. And we have a plan for the motherfucker, is what I'm trying to say. And we're winning. It's gonna be a struggle. But afterwards, it's gonna get better. Like I said, some things can be fixed, no matter how skilled the mechanic. This is one of them. It can't be fixed, and because it can't, and we recognize that this engine is gonna blow, then it is incumbent upon us to do what we can to separate and get those as far away from that damn machine, leaving us no other choice but to call you what you are, i.e., Negro, Black, Mexican, Asian, Chinese, Indian, Southeast Asian, Jamaican, Haitian, African, Nigerian. You see, but it's not something that we did. God didn't name you any of that shit, is what you started calling each other. I am source, I am seven, I am one.